All right, Pisces. What's up, y'all? Okay, so Sun, Moon, Venus in Pisces. Um, I did just do a random zodiac shuffle and say who needs some messages, and the Pisces card came out, and I asked for messages on what they needed to know. I would like to focus on career and creative endeavors in my readings, but I also you never know what's going to come up. So that was in my head, and the message abundance is coming in. That came up. So we're going to roll with Pisces and abundance coming in. It looks like y'all have been through some. So I did pre-shuffled oracle cards to see what need to come out for y'all, and then I'll do some. Now I will do some tarot to clarify some of these, and to just see if there's any other messages that need to come out for y'all. So to start the reading, I used from my Astro deck, and then I pulled some stones, some stone cards, and I started to notice a color theme, a color palette coming up, and I'll show y'all the cards, and also animal spirit. But essentially, I'm thinking that there's some root chakra. The root chakra is like red and black. So we've got, these are your Astro cards. This is your animal spirit. And then you've got, black stone, so the overall color scheme is a red, black, and like purple spread. So I think that needs to be noted. So you could be working on some root chakra issues, which have to deal with, like sometimes like childhood, or just like stability and that sort of thing. So you got the south node, which says past. As in astrology, we go from the south node to the north node. The south node is the past, and the north node is what you're supposed to be working towards, and it's in opposition. So we have that, and then we also have the opposition card. So I'll show you the south node card. These are always so pretty. So south node, love the art. You know me, I'm an artist, and I collect cards kind of based on the art usually. So this is the opposition, the confrontation card, horns locked. So with those, and I am going to read from the book to kind of give a better idea. But what I'm getting from this is opposition in your past possibly keeping you from this abundance, or current opposition. So this is either a situation that you're moving out of, need to move out of, in this confrontation, which is going to come up here in these other cards. So we're going to kind of figure out what that is, what the confrontation is. It's going to be different for everyone. So again, you have to take what resonates, and not everything is going to fit. Some things just, hit you in the pit of your stomach or in your emotions. You have an emotional response to it. Depends on who you are. I process things like out of my emotions, so that I know how I'm feeling based off of my emotions. Some people have they will have a gut instinct on something. I don't usually get that, but that's just me. Everybody's different. So let's go here. So to be noted, 33 and then 53 for these cards, if you're seeing either one of those numbers. Okay, we got 33, which is our past. So we're gonna see. The South Node describes what you bring along from your past lives, your skills, proclivities, addictions, weaknesses, unfinished business, and a physical place within your body where you may hold tension or ancient karmic stories. The lunar nodes are the points on the zodiac where the moon's orbit crosses the ecliptic moon. When the moon, sun, and earth exactly line up here. A shadow mysteriously covers the sun or moon and creates an eclipse. The ancients thought a giant creature cast those shadows and referred to the nodes as the head and tail of the dragon. Where the moon descended toward the south is the dragon's tail. So, okay, it's telling you your action here. The situation has its roots in some past karmic pattern, the origins of which are not clear. You either need to apply skills that you were born with or look again at old patterns and work to heal them. The situation feels hauntingly familiar, but without a story to go with it, echoing traces from another time or life. An old love or family enemy may return, or the patterns involved could remind you of an earlier difficult chapter. If someone triggers your south node, you may feel like you owe them or they owe you. And while that may be true, this accounting won't help now. Cleanly deal with what is on the table and stay in the present moment. Learn new ways to respond, new skills that help when old trauma is triggered or old cravings sing their siren song. Break that spell. Use breathing techniques, investigate dialectical behavior therapy, or do something unexpected just to break those patterns and give you more options here and now. Stay focused on a healthy future of your own making. So it's essentially saying then, so essentially everything here is either, past, like habits from childhood or karmic patterns that you're bringing in from another life, which are coloring this reading, which again looks like some hardships going on here. So, okay, let's look at 53 for the confrontation, the opposition. And then I'm going to pull some cards. I'm going to pull some tarot to see maybe if we can kind of clarify the south node and the opposition. Okay, so I'm going to skip all the action. It says, this is not a comfortable situation, but that's not the point. You're being challenged to grow. Look at the situation as a dojo, a martial arts training center, and take the training. You don't have to trust the wisdom of the people you are wrestling with, but you can trust the pattern itself in this great cosmic workout. It goes on a little bit, again, to tell you to practice your skills, but I feel like the South Node card was already telling you to bring in your skills from the past. Also, so to move on to the hummingbird, I am going to pull some cards on that, but the hummingbird spirit says, be here now. So being here now, a lot of times you have nothing to fall back on except for your gifts. Like if you don't have nothing and you're searching, it is like, what am I good at? And I'm just going to roll with that.
Just put on.
I'm not sure, honey bear. Where's your sister?
I lost her hat.
I'm making a video, baby doll. Okay, so, and then we have this oracle card that says, oneness is my true nature. But again, look at the colors, I'm telling you. See the purples, the rich colors. Hey, look, I put this sweater on and I wasn't even trying. I didn't even think about that, but I'm wearing a color for your reading. We match, okay? So, again, some root chakra healing is probably going on. And you can be comfortable leaning on your gifts. So, okay, so I want to do some tarot here, or some of these cards, and see what we get here on this past and this opposition. So, what's this opposition confrontation? Where is this coming from? How can we help Pisces with this opposition or confrontation? When I cut, I do see the Eight of Wands, which indicates action. So, take it if it resonates. I'm not 100% sure if this is involving a job situation or a love situation. If you're having, past habits in work or past habits in a relationship or in a relationship that's not serving you. But we're getting, because we do have these two moon cards, which came out together. They came out in a clump of two. So it says, nothing will come of this situation. The void of course moon. And also, adjustments are required, the third quarter moon. We also got this walking away card. This happy family came out like this. It might be in the reverse. I don't think you're at the happy family yet. I think that this is, this is kind of currently where you, but with bringing in some of these bits of advice, we can turn this happy family, unhappy, I don't have a happy family, to a happy family. And again, this could have to do with your work. Your work could be causing, strife in your relationship. If this is about a relationship, again, take what resonates for you. If you're still watching this, if the abundance coming in, if, dealing with your past life or childhood habits and, dealing in a confrontational situation, arises, then you're going to know what that has to deal with. So we're going to get a card. This is opposition, this is confrontation. All right. For Pisces. Clarify. Oh. Okay, so we got the Knight of Pentacles on top of this opposition card, and on the bottom of the deck we have the Star in reverse. I'm still figuring out all these, but the Knight of Pentacles, I know, has to do with, the Pentacles have to do with stability. And the Knight, because it's on a horse, is usually bringing something in. But let's just let's see what our little book's going to say. Give us a little bit more clarity here. Cautious nature, slow and steady, nurture accomplishments, establish trust and security. We got another card talking about that. Okay. So the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight because it's the pentacles. It's like the money, the big coin. So, we got the ideas come in first. In the wands, we got relationships come in. We got decisions with the swords, and then the coins comes in with actual stability. So the opposition could be because you're slow to move. You are slow to move on some of these, we can call it work-related goals, or taking that leap when it comes to bringing in your abundance. And again, it is either financial, or it has to do with a relationship, because we did get some things coming in, which on the bottom of the energy oracle cards we did get broken heart. Now that did come out. It was on the bottom of the deck, which is almost like underlying energy having to do here. So that's why I was kind of like, this might have to do with a relationship. Although I didn't necessarily want to be reading for a relationship. These cards came out, the walking away, the happy family, kind of in the reverse, all tied up in the reverse, which is kind of like breaking free from chains, and then this was like underlying. So this could possibly be, you know, what you're walking away from. And this doesn't have to be a person or a job. So walking away is not necessarily I'm quitting my job or I'm leaving somebody. It don't have to mean that. It could absolutely be walking away from your past, you know, walking away from this South Node energy that's no longer serving you. You know, like when we're in relationships, those relationships help be a mirror to us to see like what we need to fix, or things that are like coming up. And I don't say fix like we're broken, but as in things that are not serving us, you know. If we have insecurities over our job, you know, stability or like relationship and stuff like that, usually it comes from within. So, you know, sometimes we need to walk away from our old habits in order to, and again, it's talking about in both of those cards, we're talking about embracing your gifts. And we got the oneness is my true nature, you know, like being one with the divine, one with those around you will usually help to dissipate confrontation, and not oneness as in merging with another person, or, you know, taking their ideas over your ideas, you know, putting them above you. That's not the idea of like oneness, but just being here now. The hummingbird spirit, this says be here now. Okay, so we're gonna, oh yeah, the star, I need to do the star in reverse, and then we're gonna move on to the moon cards. Actually, I think I want to talk about your stones first, and then I'll go to the moon cards, and then we'll keep going. All right, so the star in reverse. I think it's not, and it might be this. You're slow moving on your, you know, because this is just kind of like what it, look at the card, like what it implies, you know, star, wishes, you know, coming true, but that was upside down, so okay. Reversed, it says, so I'm telling y'all, this is why you got your opposition. Okay. Deny inner truth, ignore signals, lack of vision, ignore intuition. And I'm telling you, if you ignore your intuition, then yes, you will face opposition. Even if you think that it will bring harmony, it doesn't, trust me. People pleaser. Okay. So, all right, we're gonna move on from that. I wanna do these stones real quick. So we got these 3 stones, and again, in that same color, ranging from like purple to a reddish purple to black. All 3 of these came out. I was only trying to pull 1, and these 3 came out. So we're gonna take all of them, especially because the amethyst, this is Pisces stone, even though I know amethyst is for Aquarius, it's for February essentially. So, but for your sign, it says that the amethyst is good. So for amethyst, it says, who needs it? Train wrecks who go off the rails on the wet and wild route. I don't know what that says. Okay. When to use it? When it's time to give up the victim routine and start living with purpose. Look, we just can't, I don't remember what card said that, because so many of them were saying that for y'all. The star card in reverse, that's right, I put it back. This, you all need some amethyst. Look, amethyst. Okay, next we got hematite. Hematite. All right, so it's the Greek word for blood, so it's full of iron. So anyone stagnating or spun out on something, like a new crush or a lifelong existential dilemma, okay? So again, still fits with what you got going on. Use it when you feel stuck. It says when it's that moon time of the month, when you want to pull energy from the earth below and use it to make big things happen. You know, I was trying to make big things happen because remember I said that what came into my mind when I asked what the purpose of this reading for y'all was abundance is coming in, but y'all gotta let all this stuff go, okay? So we got the black tourmaline here. This is great for absorbing negative energy. You can throw these all around your house, essentially. Okay, so this is you can put it beside your door to keep emotional vampires out. Anytime you're out in public, honestly, you can wear black tourmaline, and that will absorb negative energy before it gets to you. Okay. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to go to these moon cards because these moon cards say nothing will come of this situation and adjustments are required. So, and again, nothing will come of this situation because it sounds like y'all are being stubborn. You know, I know Pisces can sometimes be a little self-delusional. I've known so many Pisces that have gotten like 3/4 to 4/5 of the way through something and then stop right before and then are doing just something random and are just very confused. So as a Pisces, y'all need to be aware of this and don't hold back. Be here now. Okay. Okay, all these cards are I just keep wanting to refer back to so many of them because they're all just like kind of like going together. So it's like throwing my brain off. So I'm trying to tell y'all so many things at one time. But we need to go to this void, of course. Okay, so it's saying, attuned to the moon, I trust in my highest good. Okay, so it's saying nothing will come of this matter or the situation will bear no fruit. This may or not be good news depending on what you're asking. For example, if you're worried about something, whatever it is, this card can be taken as a sign that there is nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project or a new relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so you get a different outcome. So again, whatever you had in your mind when you decided to watch this, then that is going to, that will resonate with you. And then adjustments are required. I'm not going to read it because again, I really feel like a lot of these things are kind of like saying the same thing, you know, walk away, adjustments are required. And again, walking away could be leaving your bad habits behind. Again, it does not mean a job or a person. Same with the void, of course, maybe nothing will come of it. It doesn't necessarily mean that. Now, if in your head you're thinking, should I stay or should I go? And that is your question when you want to watch this. Abundance is coming in, and then you're thinking either a job or, you know, like a relationship. I'm stuck, you know, in a stagnant relationship or job. And then you have that question in your head, like, I think maybe I need to leave. Do I need to leave? Like, what should I do? Then that card would be saying maybe you need to look further into walking away from a situation or a person in order to get your happy family and to break free and not be all tied up, because that's breaking free from chains. So I see this, either this is just happening or, you know, this will be confirmation that you need to break free and then move on. Be here now. Let go of the past and the confrontation. Okay, so we're going to look at these herbal astrology oracle cards. Again, these are so pretty. Okay, so again, 2 came out. It's funny because y'all had a lot of cards. I do have to say, I did a Leo reading and they had half as many cards. Your reading is definitely going to be a lot longer. Yeah, like a lot more cards came out for y'all. So either need a lot of help or a lot, you know, spirit, there's a lot of help. Your angels, your guides are all coming in to help you.
Now.
All right, so for Pisces, we have this 37 rhodiola, for wisdom. And that came upright. And then we have this Pau de Arco, Metamorphosis number 7, and that is in the reverse. That came out reversed. And y'all's never gonna believe what it said. Actually, you will, because it says what I've been saying this whole time. That's why I love doing these, because the cards just all come out and they say the same thing. You know, it's like, I don't sit here and like pick them out, you know, like I shuffle and the cards fly out and it's like, whoa, these all go together, they're all the same colors, like I'm wearing a matching shirt, you know, just beautiful. So anyways, okay, so let's read about this one, this reverse, the Metamorphosis reversed, because it literally goes with this star card. It's like both of these together, but you know what, we can actually even add in our South Node past, because that's really what it's stemming from. You know, not wanting to, or being scared of change. So reverse, it says ignorance, conventionality, fear of failure, resisting growth, and stuck in limiting beliefs. So, you know, I'm not getting the ignorance or the conventionality, unless you want to talk about just being scared to step outside of your comfort zone, or the fear of failure can cause, you know, one to be in, you know, conventional relationship or a conventional job. So again, so what's it saying for the guidance? I think it's talking about the plant medicine, because this is all like plant medicine, hence the herbal. We get the idea though. So we're gonna go to number 37 for the rhodiola, for the wisdom, because it is ultimately, you know, saying you're that star card upright. I just saw 222 on the deck, so 222 a lot of times has to do with love and relationships. So I don't know. I'm going to say maybe that relationship is coloring this reading, even though I wasn't planning on that. Okay. Wisdom. So upright, this says magic, wisdom keeper, purity, higher consciousness, clarity, intuitive intellect, and enchantment. So to me, this is, you know, saying y'all are magical. You have the ability to create this happy family, you know, this happy ending. Y'all are so wise. You know, Pisces, usually, you know, it's the last sign of the zodiac. Y'all are my I guess I want to say favorite term for the Pisces, the dustbin of the astrological belt, only because every Pisces that I said to is like, oh yeah, it feels like that, because they have the like karma of every other sign before them, and they're the last sign, so they're ending out. So a lot of times, you know, it is kind of like we're sweeping the floor through all the signs, and everything gets dumped into Pisces, and they're just kind of like, how do I process through all this stuff? So bless y'all, Pisces. I love y'all. Okay, so we're gonna keep rocking. We got a few more. So we got this from the Starseed Oracle, and again, these are beautiful cards. This has 2 birds on it. If anybody knows me, I'm literally obsessed with birds. I have a bird tattooed on my foot. Thought it would give me wings, but okay. So this is saying Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. This is Star Brothers. These cards are so pretty. And I'm gonna read that because I don't know the meaning for these cards yet. So we got Star Brothers here. Open the Star family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. I don't think it was a coincidence that I opened to that one. Okay. So it says you're more protected than you can imagine. Look, I just said that. That's so funny. It said you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. So I'm getting that if you don't have a spiritual practice, you know, you're probably at least partially spiritual, or at least spiritual curious if you're watching this reading. I saw 505 on a timer, which 5s indicate change. I see so many of those everywhere, like 555. Like, really, how much more change can I go through? But anyways, 505, that resonates. Change, but with the 0 in the middle, you got God helping, the divine, however it resonates for you. Meditation, calling in a spiritual practice, getting these crystals. If you have not used crystals, this is what I traded this crystal from a local person. All of these are all local, locally made, or people that I traded at art craft shows and stuff. But anyways, this one, it was like calling to me, like, we're gonna do a trade, a necklace I made for a necklace she made, and I just saw it and I had to pick it up. And then when I put it on, I felt this, and I've literally been wearing this ever since I bought it. It's been, I think, maybe a couple weeks now, and I only take it off in the shower. So anyways, I sleep with it. It is right here by my heart. And then I put this stone on. This is like a super unique opal, I think Australian, I don't know, Russian opal, I don't know, something. And the amethyst, which I brought up earlier. So I wear these. I do feel a grounding energy. Like when they talk about going outside, grounding, walking barefoot, earthing, that's a grounding energy. When you have stones, like the earth, these literally came out the earth. This is earth right here. These are grounding. You wear these and it helps you feel a centeredness to the earth and to where you're at, because sometimes it's easy to get lost up here in the clouds, especially if you're a Pisces. Definitely dreamers. So think about these stones, think about grounding, think about meditation practices, think about, how prayer looks to you. I, every day when I wake up, say a prayer and give thanks for another day on earth. And I say this every day in the morning as soon as I remember it. And I thank my angels, my guides, my spirit guides. I thank my high self in conjunction with God. And, I say, ask to, whether I'm like going somewhere, and I'll bless where I'm going, bless, my drive, bless whoever I'm going to meet with, especially if it's somebody that I don't know, or some kind of work situation I'm scared. I'll put a blessing out to who I'm going to meet. Bless this person, bless this interaction. I will consistently, especially if I'm kind of confused on maybe what the best thing is to do, which it looks like, in a sense, you're a little bit, scared to like move forward and just in this comfortable, like what and not, stepping outside of your comfort zone, although it's like coming, the potential for it is there. To say, I will frequently say, please only let what is for the highest good of all involved come through. And like, I'm an imperfect person. I've been in situations where I went, I wish I didn't do that, say that. That's going to happen. But if you put a blessing out there, to be guided by your high self, you won't be guided wrong. Like as a soul, you had a very specific mission that you want to accomplish here. Just saw 9/11 on the timer. Also another spiritual number. You came here for something very specific. And if you're not doing it, then the universe shits on you. Excuse my language, but that's what happens. The universe shits on you, literally, because it's you. It's like you're the player one up there looking down on yourself, like, why are you doing that? That's not what we're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Card trouble, whatever. You're getting sick, so you can't go. Just certain things like that, because you're stepping out from what you like wanted to be doing, or you're confused. I just saw 1001. All kinds of angel numbers coming out on y'all. All kinds of spirituality in this reading. So y'all might be super spiritual and you guys are not. Maybe you're supposed to have a spiritual job. Maybe you're supposed to have a more spiritual relationship. Because I keep seeing all these angel numbers pop off. You're tied up, but you're going towards, okay, so look, let's just keep going. You're more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to be open to receiving a new level of support now from those in your life and from the benevolent beings you're connected with. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life karmic impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. We've learned that we need to go at life alone, that it's not safe to let our guard down and our heart open. The world isn't a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, even if you're going through a difficult time. They want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs and to learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. Okay, I did not expect to start crying over that. Okay, maybe that's somebody else crying, I don't know. I'm crying for you, Pisces. To learn to soften through life's ups and downs and to be here now. Because y'all are the wise ones. All right, so I'm going to go through these. I have these little funny cards. It's from this mini Devi. I always call it mini Devi. I don't know why. They're like teeny tiny, but they're fun. And 3 of them flew out for y'all. I'm going to read them. So it says, all of these ups and downs make such a beautiful song of life. Beware of unlocking burdens disguised as opportunities. So this, to me, is telling you to really be listening to your intuition and to be calling on your help from your angels, from your spirit guides. And if you haven't done that before, if you don't, you haven't heard of spirit guides or anything like that, ask for guidance on how to start. Go on YouTube and then look up some videos if you're the researcher type, or you can just start praying out loud and ask them for guidance. You have to always make sure though when you are praying to put in there, only those that are here for the highest good of all involved. Because if you're out there saying, help, I need help, anybody help me, just make this go away. Just because we can't see entities or things, that does not mean that they're not there. So when you are calling on help, it is best to ask for God or your high self, your angels, a specific archangel, which are here as, watchers and protectors, as direct connections from the divine to us as in these human bodies on the planet right now. Okay, I want to do these again to get some final messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You could be a cross watcher if you're thinking about a Pisces. Okay. The Magician. I'm telling you, that's y'all. Y'all's ready to make some magic happen. It's like right there under the surface. You're releasing these past habits, the confrontation, the locking of the horns. You know, you are walking away from the bullshit. Walking away from the sun, death. Look. Okay, that was interesting. Y'all just see that happen. Okay. Okay, that's too funny. Okay, I'm only gonna show these two cards, even though these all fell out, because I felt called to show y'all this, you know, which is just kind of like that old use, dead and gone. Okay, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Okay, I'm showing my age now, y'all. Okay. Then we got the Four of Cups to be revealed. And look, bro's bored. He's not wanting to take the fourth cup. He's bored and he's stuck. Look, he's got his, come on, you know this dude looks bored as hell. So I feel like this is underlying this, and y'all need to die for real. And when I say that, I mean these old patterns and habits need to die. And then y'all ain't gonna be so stubborn. Y'all ain't gonna be so stubborn. Because look, underneath that was this Ace of Wands upside down. So this is like new offers. You know, the wands is like in the like energy realm. It's like not necessarily manifested here in the like physical, but it's like you got an idea to do something, or you got an idea to like, ooh, I like that person, I want to ask them out. I got an idea of this. But see, this is upside down. So again, you gotta release that control in order for, you know, this to be turned upside down. And you got your orders coming in. Orders. I don't know why I said that. Maybe this is, I don't know. Someone's got orders coming in. Anyways, I could keep going on this forever. But Pisces, y'all, whew, feeling the heaviness in my chest for you. Y'all saw me do a little, I got a little bit choked up. But that's good. That probably means that you're releasing, you know. If you, maybe y'all need to cry. Maybe you're holding back tears and you need to cry. You need to release. You need to release the past. You need to have acceptance, you know, self-love, acceptance. So here, let's see if there's some advice here. What is your advice for Pisces? What's your advice? What's your Pisces? What's something Pisces can do right now, starting right after they see this reading, to help this stagnant energy clear out? Okay, I wouldn't find that many cards to fall out. We'll see. Okay. All right. I'm only laughing because a whole bunch of cards came out. Most of them were upside down. The only ones that were right side up are these wands cards. That you got the Five of Wands, which is strife, and this 10 of Wands is like a big burden that you're carrying. You see, bro has all kinds of sticks. Looks like he's about ready to fall over. I don't know. And then this is the conflict. They be battling. Okay? So again, that's just what y'all had going on. Okay, so these cards came out in the reverse. We got the Three of Cups and this Two of Cups. And the Cups suits have to do with relationships, emotions. This one, partnerships. So we got this upside down. And we got this, community, celebrating, is in the reverse. And then the next grouping that we got, we get some more wands. So out of the 7 cards, you got 4 wands. So overabundance of wands, which is things in the idea realm. They're not manifested, because like I said, this cups is like relations, like relations, emotions, stuff like, it's like fruiting. The pentacles, which you got this guy that's upside down, which came out. The page of pentacles is like offering. The page is like, kind of like almost like the knight, but the knight's slow mover, is like a little more slow moving. I do want to read on that. I do want to look that up officially. And then we got the page of wands. You got 2 pages, the page of wands, the page of pentacles, and the queen of wands upside down. Okay, I know I asked for it to tell you what to do, but it didn't. It just kind of gave me a reiteration of the reading. And with this relational stuff in here. So again, this might have to do with the relationship, but heavy burdens, action not taking place, with these pages being reversed, not taking action. Impulsive, scattered, cannot admit defeat, unable to meet challenges, is kind of this like page of wands, and the page of pentacles. Again, feeling scattered, inventory your actions, beware of thoughts of fantasy, swift movements. So I'm taking, okay. Ultimately, what I'm getting from this, Pisces, is that y'all know what you need to do. And the cards are not going to tell you what to do, because you already know. You know what your gifts are. You know what you haven't been doing. You know these past behaviors that have been, clouding your life, clouding your intuition, clouding your decisions. So what I'm getting is ultimately you need to just keep with this hummingbird spirit. Be here now. Be bold. Don't unlock burdens if you don't have to. You don't have to take everything coming towards you. That's like if you're trying to date and like 100 guys ask you out, obviously you cannot go out with all those guys. You have to use discernment. So sometimes, people can come to you, or opportunities or jobs can come to you, and, you think that it's going to fruit. But again, we got this void, of course, moon. Nothing's going to come from this situation. Adjustments are required. So just really use your intuition. Call on your guides, call on your high self, call on God, however you see God, and just follow your joy every day. If you have 2 decisions to make, and one of them will clearly bring you more joy and more happiness, move towards that. Beware of addictions, things, especially with Pisces. Any of the water signs can have, have issues with addiction. So, this is not saying, okay, go be comforted by a donut or be comforted by, sex outside of a relationship or, just, y'all know what I'm saying. Excess drugs or alcohol. Don't look for those as comforts or, band-aids or, soothing devices. Like, you have everything you need in you to get you through these scenarios. You're here to transcend. You're here to, rise above these and go through this and then come out the other side and be even more spectacular, to have this, this star card turned upside down. This is y'all moving into this star